Alright, we're back with more Life is Strange Before the Storm, the prequel to Life is Strange, where instead of having time travel powers, you have the ability to be an angsty teenager. It's quite good so far. I've been impressed with it. Like, a lot of reasons it could have been bad. I don't think it was made by any of the same people. It doesn't have the core mechanic from the first game, but the storytelling is actually pretty good. And it's an interesting setting, and despite like knowing the ultimate fates of some of the characters, I think it still works. It's hard to do prequels right, you know? We had just finished episode 2. Don't think we'll finish episode 3 today, but we'll be on track to finish it on Lisa and Matt's next subblock.
Previously on Life is Strange Before the Storm.
I felt like my dad's been lying about something for a while. I didn't know what it was.
There is plenty of blame to go around.
What does that mean?
You forced my hand. This is a consequence of your actions, Chloe.
We both agree that the best thing for everyone at this stage is for me to move in.
In a million years, I never thought you'd choose David over me.
Hey!
Blackwell's done with me. I can't go home anymore. Is this junkyard all I've got left?
You get a different voice actress for Chloe too, right?
Go to Drew's room, find the money, and I'll meet you to pick it up.
Whatever you do, don't open the door.
Oh, I want my fucking money!
Juliet is waylaid. That infernal inferno is the culprit, closing down the roads and robbing us of our aerial.
No fucking chance.
I swear to thee, we shall fly beyond this isle. The corners of the world are mere prologue. What sayest thou to my most hopeful wish?
Yes.
Let's leave. For real.
If you don't
skip the awkward dinner.
It's just making me feel like shit that this life you're describing isn't going to happen.
What would it take to convince you?
Oh no, never mind.
Why can't you just tell me the fucking truth?
Rachel, that woman you saw, that wasn't my mistress. That was your mother.
Da-da! That's how the story ended.
I want to tell you all of it. But are you sure that Chloe should be here?
We had the final boss awkward dinner conversation with Chloe before.
Of course. In every way that matters, Rose is my wife and your mother. But the woman you saw at the Overlook, her name is Sara, your birth mother.
It's a cool way to do a flashback.
Everything I've shielded you from for so long. But the truth can be hard to look at. Is this really something you're ready for?
Chloe.
I'm here.
I'm right here. Good. I need you.
This is pretty cool. They did some stuff like this towards the end of Life is Strange 1.
When I was in high school, there was one person everyone adored. Her teachers, her friends.
Laura Palmer.
Sara was everyone's favorite. Every boy wanted to date her. I could barely believe it when she picked me.
Saying this in front of his current wife.
I think that's what kept me blind for so long.
So, try to turn up the stream volume a bit. This game's a little quieter.
She was so alive, so passionate about everything. Early on, though, I realized I wasn't enough for her. While the rest of us were pursuing college, careers.
Her dad's like the DA or something?
Sara wasn't looking for any of that. She was looking for escape.
I like doing this with the viewfinder instead of it just being a back-to-back cutscene. Like, it's effectively a back-to-back cutscene, but it preserves the illusion of player agency.
When Sara became pregnant, I thought it would solve everything. And it did. For a little while. Becoming your father was the greatest moment of my life. There was so much love, but I was still blind. However much she loved you then, it wasn't enough. For Sara, the need to escape was always there. For over a year, I tried to help her. I made myself believe that she was still a good person. That no matter what happened, she would never do anything to hurt you.
It's hardcore doing drugs straight without a belt or anything.
I was wrong. Eventually, I saw her for who she really was. A destructive person. Someone who could never be satisfied with anyone or anything. Even the love of her own daughter. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do. So I made a choice. I was never going to let her harm you again.
That seems fair.
What you saw at the Overlook, Rachel, it was true. We kissed.
I should have talked to his wife about this before having this conversation.
My life. It was a kiss goodbye. I told her that I was happy for her. That she felt like she'd gotten her life together. Finally. But she didn't get to just decide one day to be a mother. Not after what she'd done. Not after all the people she hurt. All the lives she destroyed. I told her she'd been given the greatest gift in the world. The chance to be your mother.
This guy's kind of an ass. I guess I kind of get it. But this is like 17 years later or something.
Pained me to hurt her like that. But I'd do it again. And again. And again. To keep you safe.
Yeah, it's kind of a shitty thing to do. I think they were wise to not have the conversation in episode 2, even though it occurred in episode 2. This is sort of a flashback to the end of the previous episode.
Seen her or spoken with her in 15 years?
No. I send her money. Every single month. It's our arrangement.
But now she wants to see me?
Yes. But Rachel, it cannot be.
I feel like the correct thing to do is for me to not say anything.
Why not? If that's what Rachel wants.
Drug addiction is a disease. It afflicts everyone, not just the addict. I will not allow you to be victimized by her disease again.
Even if that's true, Rachel could still meet her. And maybe
it's a disease,
the fact that she
so
wants to see me means she's gotten better.
Maybe so. But consider that for 15 years, she's preferred that money to you.
So he's effectively
Rachel,
paying her off to not interfere in their lives?
I think I need to lie down.
Just Chloe was okay with just being there for that conversation, right? I would not be. Like, I should probably go. It's like that scene in Breaking Bad where Jesse's drinking the water. Group SMS. Dana, Rachel and Chloe, where are you guys? We're at the Tempest Cast Party. Don't think we're making it. I did do well, that's right. That's reasonable.
I can't leave Rachel to deal with this alone.
It's not... she ran upstairs, leaving me with the parents. Like, the end of the previous episode wasn't awkward enough, right? Gonna make a Square Enix fighter crossover game at some point. Chloe will be a fighter. It's just like angsty.
Rachel?
Hell is empty. It seems like this might be totally different writers and directors. The soundtrack is still pretty awesome. This is all by one band for this game, is that right?
Rachel has so many inspirations. She can barely keep them all contained.
Hey, Douglas Adams. Shouldn't F it after all. I've seen the Glass
Rachel even
Menagerie.
knows how to make a dinky lamp look cool.
Someone's got a
Rachel's
crush.
surrounded by so much love, yet she seems so alone. Makes sense that Rachel needs two signs to contain her awesomeness. I shall call her Lion Crab from now on.
Cusp of oscillation.
Cool light. This light needs more light. Wonder what I could find around here to brighten up that nightlight. The yin and badass yang of Rachel Amber.
Before all else, be armed, Machiavelli.
We were so close to making our break last night. Now, I don't know. Is there a section on how to walk fours through batshit crazy family drama? No?
Enneagram? Is this like a directive personality Myers-Briggs thing? I've never seen something like that before.
May you always be safe. Sure. But from who?
Good question.
Rachel might not survive her family, but at least she'll survive the zombie apocalypse.
Chloe's like 16 in this? I'm trying to remember Life is Strange 1, Max is like, gotta be like 17, right? If not 18 as a senior. It's Mom! Leaving the door unlocked in case you don't have your key. Well, shoot. Gonna rifle through your stuff while you're panicking, Rachel. Don't even worry about it.
I could get grades like this. I just don't want to.
Excellence personified. Grade 10, okay. A year older than Jaden. Unfailingly insightful and dedicated. Indefatigable of mind and spirit. His drama lab, okay, the light of Dionysus brightly shone. That guy is like my favorite character in this whole game, the drama teacher. He's wonderful.
Rachel's always made being an A student seem so easy. Almost sad to see all this effort.
Really? I feel like that should be
I think Rachel could
relieving.
use another subject. But which one?
Anatomy or herbology? Naked bodies or weed is probably what they're going for.
That's the one.
Page 420. Puff Puff versus Pass. Very good.
Hard to believe the show was only a few hours ago. Seems like everything has changed since then. At least she'll have something from tonight.
Right? Divination.
I know something Miss Arcadia doesn't.
Dear Miss Arcadia. Oh yeah, we caused that big fire. Whoops. I do like that as a parallel emergency. The first game. Cool globe.
Rachel's really into stars. I wonder if it's her way of feeling connected. Even you, Willie, couldn't come up with the tragedy Rachel's going through.
I don't know about that. Oh, you're replacing the bulb. Okay. Impressive. Hey, size 16s, how you doing? I'm enjoying this quite a bit. After hearing that it was
All ready for Rachel's light show.
different creative team and, you know, a prequel without the mechanics of the first game, I was a little worried that it wasn't going to hold up, but I think it's pretty good. Then they had a uphill battle, and I feel like they fought it well.
I bet Rachel would rather be anywhere but here.
Right. I think they're doing that on purpose, right? They want us to know that Chloe is naive.
Maybe I can make the world a less scary place.
Something Rachel said.
On stage, I think Rachel said, I've heard that Rachel and Nathan hang out sometimes, but it still seems hard to believe.
A very teenager thing to feel, exactly. I am the first and only person to have felt these things. And no one could really express them.
Hey, check it out.
It's beautiful.
I thought you might like it.
I've always loved stars.
Why?
They remind us there's so much beauty out there, which we almost never see.
Because we're blinded by what's in front of us.
Exactly. But then I learned the truth. The stars we're seeing have already been dead for millions of years.
Well, some of them are. And that's like fucking rad.
Lies.
I guess that's the way you might interpret it at that age. I think it's still beautiful.
But that doesn't make them any less beautiful.
I'll go a different route, Chloe. Come on.
I don't know. If they're not even real, then what's the point? It's all lies. Everything. My entire life. My dad. My mom.
Our son died millions of years ago.
If I can even call her that anymore.
Because if our son suddenly
And that
disappeared,
other woman,
we wouldn't know for, what was it, 8
my
minutes?
real mom. She's the biggest lie of all. I can't trust any of them.
But you can trust me.
I think you're the only one in the world I can trust.
Hey. Maybe.
I don't know. I bet there's like one other chick in Australia who's super trustworthy.
No chance. You're 1 in 100 infinities, Chloe Price. I wore this bracelet my entire life. I never even asked why. Never even thought about it. Somehow, I think I always knew. Even when I didn't know. That my real mother was gone.
You should take it back.
No,
I feel really bad for her mom, like her
there's nowhere else I'd rather keep
adoptive mom, stepmom. Like, it sucks for Rachel, but, like, to have her immediately flip out like that and not accept that her adoptive mom is her mom, you know? And it makes sense that a teenager would do that, but still. They didn't really linger on that very much. They lingered on her dad being kind of a douchebag.
The fact that she's here right now, that she came here for me, I think I need to see her. Is that wrong?
Honestly, I have no idea what's right or wrong in this situation.
That seems like that's the right answer.
I just know that
To the extent that there
whatever
can be
you
right
decide,
answers.
I'm in.
What if we can't find her? It's not like I can ask my dad. I have no idea where to start.
Got an idea.
I think I know what to do. I'll call Frank and get him to
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
her.
We know Frank's her drug dealer.
You do that?
I'll give it a shot.
Seems like a bad idea, guys.
Of course, even if we know where she is, we need a way to get to her. I can't
Andrew just watched a
ask my
TV
parents
show
for
that had a
ride.
similar plotline to this. Got that one too.
Don't worry. I've got that one covered too.
I did, besides 16s, yeah. I actually posted a review of it on YouTube.
In fact, anything you could come up with, I'll handle it.
I know you will. But even if we find her, how will I talk to her? What do I say?
You'll know.
After my dad died, I didn't know how to keep talking to him. I still don't. But it doesn't matter. All that matters is that he's there.
Your dad?
In my dreams. He's there. And it's so real. It's almost like it's another part of my life. It used to be the only part that mattered.
Is Life is Strange 2 out yet?
I've never told anyone about that. Weird, huh? Rachel?
First 2 episodes. Probably try to hold out for it to be a finished experience.
Who cares if the stars are dead?
It definitely works episodically, though.
As long as we can still see them, that means they're real. To us.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
We played Life is Strange 1 pretty much back-to-back to the extent that my schedule allows for that, right? Maybe 4 hours a week. But that meant the whole game was fresh in our minds the whole time, so it worked pretty well. I wonder what their numbers are on people who buy them episode by episode versus wait for them all to be released. Is it expected to be 5 episodes? So it's 2 out of 5? Maybe more cool experimental stuff here. Like with the end of Life is Strange 1. The long hallway sequence. Hey, it's me and Dad again. Third comes out in early May. Okay. What's their cadence like right now? Is it like 3 months or so between episodes?
Dad, I think we're stuck.
Finish this year. I see.
Hey, maybe you should let me drive. You always do it wrong.
That was one time. Cool. When are you going to let it go?
Remember when we used to work on cars together? Those are some of my favorite memories.
These scenes are some of my favorite in all of Life is Strange.
We never... That wasn't... you.
Could have sworn that was me. All right, you win. Why don't you go take a look?
You sure?
Don't worry, Chloe. Things would be way worse if your dad was still alive. Yeah, it really, like, fills the,
Don't you see
Twin
anything?
Peaks feel, right?
fine. It's the spark plug.
No, that's not it. I just had that replaced.
Isn't improv supposed to be all about yes and?
Yes, and what?
Dad, stop. None of this is real. You're not real. Rachel's family isn't real. This whole thing, it's...
I've successfully pitched this to people as Twin Peaks, the video game. It's a little bit, it's quite a bit less weird than Twin Peaks, but...
You know what William Shakespeare said?
Something about the whole world being a stage, so might as well act the fuck
I can't hear
out of
that
it.
without hearing Rush.
Nailed it.
But I don't want to be an actor. I just want to be
Limelight.
myself. Give me a break.
Well, maybe there's a reason we pretend.
Well, the world's indeed a stage.
Maybe the lies we tell each other are less horrible than the truths we keep hidden.
Wow. That's pretty dark, Dad.
Where do you think you get it from? There's my cue.
Dad?
Relax, sweetie. It's all pretend, right?
Right.
Just a bit of stage magic. Floodlights, sound effects.
I do like all the theater theming, because it doesn't seem like something that Chloe would do, but it's like woven through all 3 episodes of Before the Storm.
It's going to be okay.
Jesus. Yeah, this is episode 3. So episode 2 involved me having to backfill for somebody in a stage play with Rachel. Have you seen the original Life is Strange, Robin?
What the shit? Has someone been going through my room?
It's Firewalk, like Firewalk
Doesn't
with
seem
me.
like Mom. She wouldn't leave a mess like this.
It's Frank, isn't it?
David?
I guess it could be David, too.
Motherfucker.
Because he knows I have
Whatever.
weed.
I don't have time for this shit. I've got to help Rachel. Okay. I saw Sara leaving Frank's RV. He might know how to find her.
Ah, this one's a prequel to Life
He
is
might
Strange.
also be totally pissed about Damon's money. I've got to get this exactly right.
Life is Strange is a choice-based adventure game where, like, the back of the box ability that you have is you can rewind time on each choice to see what the consequences of them are, so that you have to see the consequences of both choices and then stick to one. And this is a prequel about an important character from the first game who doesn't have a time control power, but has the power of being an angsty 15 or 16-year-old.
I have a question to ask you first. I mean, a favor.
You can't be fucking serious.
I need to find that woman from yesterday. Sara. Frank?
What the hell for?
Something important. Can you help? I'm trying to help a friend. It would mean a whole lot to her.
The girl with you at the mill?
Yeah.
Meet in the junkyard in 2 hours.
Sweet.
Thanks, Frank.
Thanks, man. You're a real... That went well, I guess.
I like how they handled Frank in this one, because he We didn't really find out
What am
very
I
much
getting
about him
myself
in Life
into?
is Strange, if I recall correctly. Things could have gone super south with him at one point. What's up, Rachel? David Cage, the like Indigo Prophecy games. Like Heavy Rain and
Okay.
was it
I've
Detroit?
got 2 hours to kill.
I don't know who's behind those, like what the name of the studio is.
Still can't fucking believe that David went through my stuff.
Hey, called it. They're different. Be interesting for me to try because I've only ever played Heavy Rain.
Mom usually
Feels very
does my
different from
laundry
Heavy
when
Rain.
She gets sick of me not doing my laundry. Maybe she believed me for once about never coming back home.
The thing that I was super into about the original series, Life is Strange, not this prequel. This prequel is good too. Is that the core mechanic of being able to rewind time when making decisions? Usually in a video game, the wave function's uncollapsed. Like, the game gives you a choice, you can pick one, but you have no idea what happens in the other timeline, right? So your decision doesn't carry much weight, because you can be like, well, it's whatever the game's going to decide is going to happen to me as a consequence of picking this thing. But in Life is Strange, because you can rewind it, you can see the consequences of both decisions, and then you still have to pick one for the game to progress. So those choices feel a lot more weighty when you can't blame anything on, oh, that's just how the developers interpreted my choice. It's like, no, I can literally see what the consequences were for both of them, and now I have to pick one.
It's way too early to be
Whereas,
up
like,
on a
my
Sunday.
memory of Heavy Rain was a lot of time-sensitive QTEs, and I don't know if there were any QTEs like that. Maybe in this game, actually, with the angst system. But they're pretty mild.
Inaccurate as of yesterday. Someone should update this photo.
Please welcome Sergeant Alex Keller with the Arcadia Bay Police Department to the show. Sergeant Keller, drug use in Arcadia Bay.
Why is everything on fire?
Fortunately, yes. There has recently been a spike in the use of heroin. Heroin?
California, huh?
Small town like Arcadia Bay
Would be cool to see where Rachel grew up.
Well, the problem is these drugs don't appeal to any
Figures.
Sorry, you're hurt. That's Rachel's mom. 89.
Nuclear blitzball,
Heroin.
Mondi, the language of Chinese black car.
Metal Gear. I wonder if you'd even recognize me now.
Right on. Thanks for filling us in, Sergeant.
Heroin.
Thank you.
I've pretty much failed at watering my plant, haven't I? You ever played Zero Escape? No. What kind of games do their adventure games too? Water it with like Pepsi? Perfect. Shelves.
If Rachel and I were still leaving today, there's literally nothing in there that's worth taking. It would be nice if I had some clean clothes.
It's kept my costume choice from the beginning.
Can't fucking believe that David went through my stuff.
Ooh. I've done an escape room before. Like a live one, that was pretty fun.
Is Mom playing music?
That sounds cool. Victoria. I did get all the lines perfect. I didn't write them down. It's all that practice from playing Final Fantasy VI and having to memorize the lines of the opera.
Is getting out of here still in my future? Or is this picture the closest I'll ever get?
That looks like going down the hill
Either
to
way.
Santa Fe.
We're fixing that truck from the junkyard. Is that David's towel? Where the hell is mine? Okay. My towel's probably in here somewhere. I should just calmly look for it.
Mild teen rage at her towel being missing.
No awesome pirate towel.
That's great.
Score.
First try.
Can't believe Max and I were so into this shit when we were kids. Wait a minute.
I like that Max
Captain
appears to
Bluebeard's
not
right.
ever appear in this.
Max was going to make me a pirate, but we never got around to it.
She got blue hair in Life is Strange. Basically manic panic, like we do. So you're gonna have the transformation? Is this gonna be the costume change scene?
Best shower of my life. Hot water, don't let me down. Gross.
Manly grip.
I truly hate seeing so much of David's shit around here.
She just doesn't put her dirty clothes on afterward. I guess she doesn't have a choice. Superhero costume change scene. This is why she's got blue hair. We've seen a few origin things in this. I feel like they've done a good job with not having it be over the top. Why she has the bracelet feather thing. Danganronpa and Zero Escape. Nice. Yeah, we'll be doing the Danganronpa game that you recommended for Subblock next Friday, I think. Like they're choosing it all the way blue. Danganronpa. Is it made by a Westerner? I thought it was a Japanese property.
What do I feel like wearing on this easy-ass day?
Skull, dragon, bonus outfits. Bird Skull, Square Enix member. I was just wearing Bird Skull, so we'll do the dragon. Pure unfiltered anime. It's happening.
Alright, one last thing. I need to get Dad's tools so I can fix that truck. Dad's toolbox should be in the garage downstairs.
Mother's Day
I
card.
remember this. Mom left it.
Aw.
Wait. Is today Mother's Day? Shit.
Oof. Oh, young Chloe.
Can I just give that to Mom again for Mother's Day? Shit.
David shit.
David really is moving in.
Spike turns out he's a Japanese developer? I see.
No way. Mom actually sold her ring?
thought that was like the name of a person.
$300.
Woof. Yikes. Been in that boat. The cycle of pawn shopping grew up there.
Sports cars are really good for flames. Lots of flames.
One-play masterpiece.
I wonder who gave this to Mom.
Putting your foot down, a guide to reining in your unruly teen. God. What's the 1984 line about just imagine a boot stomping on a human face over and over forever?
So, if I put this photo out, Mom just hides it in a different drawer? What the hell?
I can put something together for Mother's Day real quick. Probably not. I've got too much junk. Gonna get my mom a skateboard. Oh, I missed a class
What do
photo.
I want the record to show?
I like some of the continuity in Chloe's room. Like, it's not all the same.
Sudden and mysterious absence of Chloe Price.
That's what she does. She draws on things. We haven't seen her angst mechanic yet. She has the power to win people over through being a huge sarcastic bitch to them. It's great.
What are the chances I can avoid Mom or David?
I love the UI indicator for it too. It's just like a bunch of expletives.
I'm flipping them over.
Nice.
Not yet. I told you, 3 minutes each side.
They're gonna burn.
Oh, you're the expert now.
I can't stand it.
I'm telling you, it'll make a mess. You know, you don't have to make me breakfast. I'd settle for flowers.
You cook.
She's gonna throw up in her
all the
mouth.
time. I want you to have a break at home.
You are one class act, David Madsen.
Oh, she's getting her shit together.
Mom actually looks pretty happy right now.
Good job, Chloe. Dude, those pancakes are so burning.
Hey, who's there?
Ugh.
Hey.
Chloe, your hair. When did you... Was this for the play? I heard you performed last night.
Nope.
Well, she's being nice, given that I didn't appear last night. I never came home.
This is something different.
I love that she
None of
writes the
that
plot
matters now.
reminders on her hand. That was
Oh,
a nice
I am
touch.
so glad to
This game does a lot of cool narrative synergy things.
Good to see you, Chloe. Coming home was a smart decision.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Thank you, sweetheart.
I didn't get you anything.
Having you back home is present enough.
I'm just here to pick up something. Then I have to go.
Are you coming home tonight?
Mom, I don't know.
I wish you would tell me what you're up to.
I'm just hanging out with Rachel.
Oh, how is Rachel? I was telling David about the play and you being in it.
I really gotta go.
Listen, wait. Before you go, David has something to say to you.
Uh-oh.
It won't take but a minute.
Mom.
I don't think this is the best idea.
You already promised.
Chloe, I've made an agreement with your mother to trust you from now on.
Really? What does that mean?
It means that from today forward, I'm going to take you at your word. So, if you say you haven't been smoking or drinking, then I'll just leave you be.
That's great mocap right there.
She had pot yesterday.
Hey, it reminded me of the choice I made.
The idea is you should feel comfortable here, Chloe. David's not going to question you, and neither am I.
I think I should be a jerk to David right now.
David's lying to your face, Mom. He searched my room.
What?
You didn't know? Detective Dickwad here went through all of my drawers and my bed.
It's what you asked me to do. Make sure she's got no drugs or alcohol for her own good.
Oh, my goodness, Chloe. I'm sorry.
I thought that... I'm sorry, Joyce. I didn't know this would upset you.
It's Chloe who deserves the apology.
Well, Chloe, I'm sorry that I violated your privacy. I did it with your best interest in mind.
Oof. Life hack, David. Explanation, apology. Wait, I'm on the webcam, it's the other way around. Explanation, apology. There we go, left to right.
Okay. I accept your lame apology.
Chloe.
What? I really meant it. Good job. Can we be done now?
Wait 1 second. Don't go, Chloe. I've been meaning to show you something. Maybe now's a good time.
Best thing I can think about Serp is, like, earlier I noticed it with Rachel. Like, it has this kind of, like, stilted,
We served in the same unit.
Bill Shatner approach to delivering lines. I wonder if they're, like, trying to make sure that they get the right camera angles and they need to, like, pause them.
Near the end of our deployment. Roadside IED. We used to joke about all the trouble we were gonna get into once we got back home.
That's all I can guess.
He died, and I didn't. And I think about that fact every damn day. The point is, I've had my share of grief. I know what you're going through.
Oh, don't use that phrasing, dude. I appreciate it.
So I guess what I'm saying is, I'm here to do whatever I can to help you get over the loss of your dad.
Get over. Ugh. Woof. Capital W.
Please, I'm begging you.
He's trying really hard,
David
though.
A chance, won't you?
Yeah. What did I watch recently?
Why don't you keep this photo?
Therapy
for
would be
a
very
while?
helpful, yeah.
Think about what I've said.
I'm definitely gonna accept it. He's trying. I guess Chloe wouldn't know that, but...
David looks so young. And this Phil guy, they look close.
We're watching this show called Atypical. It's on Hulu. That's about a family that has an autistic teenager. And, like, the father, it reminds me a lot of David, that he's trying really hard, but he uses the wrong words all the time. And he pisses people off as a result. It makes me feel bad.
Thank you, David.
Oh, Chloe.
Mom.
I'm just so proud.
It's especially hard when you're around a teenager who interprets everything literally, right?
I really need to go.
So it's, like, extra hard to put yourself in someone else's shoes and realize that they're doing their best. You just focus on the semantics of everything.
I love you, sweetheart.
All right. All right. What the hell?
You start empathizing more with the parent. Yeah, I know, right?
Just gotta grab Dad's toolbox and then get out of here quick.
I like that about these games, though.
Holy crap. This might actually be helpful for fixing up the truck.
Kind of sort of a reveal in Life is Strange, like the main games, that David's not a complete douchebag. But, because I'm pretty sure they set up Before the Storm to be played after having played Life is Strange. There's enough little references and just tonal approaches to scenes. But I like it, it's more complex than just, he's just a dick. I really like the way they handled that stuff in like God of War 2018 and Last of Us. Although Atreus is much more of a shit than Ellie is.
With me here. Damn it!
Oh, I felt that.
Better. But still needs a bit more love. I can salvage this beast.
You got it, David. Are you working on a project? Thanks, David. Wow. Good for him.
I just need to find the right tool for each problem. It's not like I need a manual, but I'm really glad it's here.
Take that. I'm really glad it's here because the person holding the controller might not know how cars work.
Stan Stanwyck here, and we've got a special treat for all you Sunday Funday listeners out there. Live in Seder Studios, Skip Matthews, lead singer of Pisshead, one of the Bay's hottest new bands. Say hi to the
This
fans,
thing
Skip.
is going to the fuck up.
Hi, fans.
Now, Skip, I understand you work as a security guard at Blackwell Academy. Is that true?
Yeah. That's true.
Maybe.
Kitties safe by day and melting their faces off by night. That the plan, Skip?
Ugh.
Sick.
Yeah, something like that.
Fantastic. We're about to play a brand new track from Pisshead, and if you haven't heard these guys yet, what I want you to do is crank that stereo up as loud as it goes, and If anyone complains, what do you tell them, Skip?
This had rules?
Nailed it.
It's pretty loose. How can I tighten it?
With your tool? Yeah. This is a pretty cool sequence.
Better.
Radiator cap.
This thing seems pretty gunked up. I think I should move on to something else. This connection is pretty shaky. I could fix this battery post if I could get a good enough grip on it. Not helping.
Let's see. Pliers. Yeah.
There.
Wait, sure, when you have no clip.
Deadly electric glove.
Right. I've heard that modern cars are designed to be almost impossible for people to fix in their garages and parking
Definitely see some problems.
in driveways, right? You have to have like a crazy machine to remove the disassembly, take the whole thing apart, because they want you to take it to the dealership.
That should help keep shit distributed.
Nice.
Well, fuck.
I just got an alert system email. Air Quality Health Advisory. Arcadia Bay Forest Watch. Arcadia Bay. 7:45 a.m. Combination State Park Fire remains active. Moderate to heavy smoke. Limit outdoor activity.
Back from whence we came.
Go back thee, from whence thou came.
Spark plugs busted. Carbon deposits. Of course.
Frankenstein one from another car.
Please? I need you.
Yeah, I kept all of my changes to the design of the car.
Yeah.
Cat, do you want to try the campfire?
I looked at these and I smelled them and I was like, she might not get these.
They're good. We have another bag of those. This is the campfire thing if you wanted to try it. Oh, she hears you.
I've had something like this before.
Mm-hmm. It's
like,
wild. It tastes familiar.
Like candy cigarettes in the 90s or something. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, later, man.
Oh, that's interesting. It is like campfire.
Your cat's here to pick up Cameron. She just woke up from her nap, heard him come in,
Where are you at?
crying upstairs.
Hey.
Holy shit. Your hair.
It's Rachel.
Badass.
Exactly.
Thanks, Rachel.
Hey, not sure if you saw, but someone moved your truck.
No way.
Should we check it out?
Hey, it's
Price.
Frank.
Nice wheels.
You're early, Frank. What's the occasion?
It's his fucking bar mitzvah.
Uh-oh.
Frank here's becoming a man. Aren't you, big guy?
What's he doing here?
What do you think? We're not dealing with a couple of dime bags anymore, Chloe. Where's the money?
He preserved it.
For fuck's sake, the money wasn't there. What do you want from me?
That was one of my favorite decisions in the series. The one with
I don't think she has
the kid that the drug dealer was coming to collect from.
It's cute how she acts like
He's locked in the room with his little brother.
You heard what happened to Drew, right? Maybe
Yeah, no,
try
he-
keeping that in mind when you talk to me.
He beat the shit out of the star football player. He got all these emails from
Don't
colleges.
fucking touch her.
Now he won't be able to perform. I feel like this series is a little bit better than like Telltale at... I'll wait till I have a second to talk.
But if I lay a...
Okay, here we go. I can pause it. I feel like the Telltale games and a lot of games that have choices are very... explicit's not the right word. Obvious about when they're like, oh shit, we have to remind the player that we kept track of their decision, right? And it feels a lot more natural and flows into the conversation in Life is Strange, where, like, obviously that you know what happened to Drew wouldn't have happened if I had made a different choice with Drew. But you play games like like Alpha Protocol and even Mass Effect, which I love, where you'll actually see the screen clip as it loads in, response to player choice C.exe.
Single finger.
Not script.
Suddenly, it's a whole other thing. Frank says you were asking about a client of his. That true?
Yeah, it's true. I don't see why you should give a shit.
You don't? Huh. Maybe I'll show you. See, you two Nancy Drews decided it would be a good idea to call your drug dealer and ask about his business. I didn't go to a fancy academy, but that doesn't strike me as smart.
Yeah.
Maybe it was this man's sunny disposition that confused you. But he's got a whole other side to him that I don't think you'd like. Should we let them see it?
We're just talking here.
Okay, then let's talk. I want to know right now why you give a shit about this woman.
Rachel's mom.
Why do you care so much?
Because fuck you. I'm asking the questions here.
Look, none of this matters. All we care about is that you stop asking questions. Got it?
No. Tell
Just say it's your
me
mom.
where she is. Now.
Rachel.
Wait a minute. No way.
What the fuck is your
Rachel? As in Rachel Amber? That makes so much sense.
Oh, you figured it out.
This
Nice.
is James Amber's fucking kid.
Damon.
Your dad's a real piece of shit. you know.
Dad's a DA. We know.
We're aware. Not sure what that has to do with us.
Me neither. But I'd like to find out. Here's what happens next.
Come on, man. They're just kids.
No, they're not. This one is the fucking DA's daughter. And right now, she's going to fill me in on what her daddy is up to and how he's connected to that whore everyone's asking about.
Damon, calm down. We're still talking. Everything's still cool.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't let them know that she's her mom. Holy shit. Nice 2x4.
Oh, you fucking bitch!
Grab the knife, Chloe. Ooh.
Rachel! Damon! What the fuck? Chloe! Go! Now!
Hold on.
Sure be nice to have time reverting powers. Or at least angst powers. I didn't get to use angst to chill them out. It's a big knife. Put pressure on it. And the Pacific Northwest is still on fire. That truck isn't real legal. They get pulled over on the way. You get her in the armpit? Looks like it was a big slash across her arm. Yeah. No arm done. It's bad. Need to get a groan meter on the screen, right? If we can't hit bad pun every time, let's see if we can fill it every stream.
Rachel is going to be all right. The knife damaged her brachial artery, but didn't cut it. She's out of surgery, and now she's resting.
Thank you for bringing my daughter to the hospital.
Chloe, what happened?
I don't know. Everything happened so fast. Do you know who Damon Merrick is? Or why he hates you?
Well, I'm the DA and he's a criminal.
Exactly who Damon Merrick is. Start over and tell me everything. Did you and Rachel try to contact Sara?
Yeah.
I'm not going to chastise or blame you, Chloe.
Right.
But I need the whole story.
So, I
It's a lot of shitty
got
people.
my dealer to meet us, since he knows Sara.
Frank Bowers.
Yeah, that's right. But Damon showed up with him.
What did Merrick want?
Scare us away.
I think he wanted to scare us, so he'd stop asking questions about his business.
Is that how it became violent.
It was actually Rachel who got angry.
Rachel's kind of a self-destructive force.
Curious that he wouldn't tell her where Sara was.
This is exactly what I've been afraid of. Rachel won't let anything stop her.
There's this kind of specific theming in Life is Strange that I haven't seen a lot of other stories explore, and it's this idea that Max leaving to go to a different school, like, completely and permanently fucked up Chloe. And that in Life is Strange, when Max does that, it's like, yeah, it makes perfect sense. What's Chloe's problem? Like, Max can't change her entire life path just because she has a childhood friend, right? So it's kind of cool seeing it from Chloe's perspective and seeing how Rachel kind of comes in and fills the Max void and has a very different, like, influence on her as a person.
It wasn't only that. She was already angry about Damon pushing me around.
She is like her mother. Quick-tempered, rash. I've always been afraid of losing her the way I lost Sara. What happened next?
Damon
He really doesn't
had
fit in
a
that chair.
We all could see it. But then he said something that pissed Rachel off. And she just grabbed a piece of wood and hit him. And then he stabbed her. I keep thinking that maybe I could have done something, but when he attacked her, I just froze.
It's not your fault.
Oh wow, that's an unusually not shitty thing for him to say.
We could get to the truck. I heard a scream, but I don't know what happened.
Maybe he's like David, and he seems more shitty
Here.
at first.
I appreciate you telling me the truth.
What if Rachel still wants to meet Sara?
Oh, she's gonna want to.
This, I'm hoping she'll finally see reason.
About that.
I was told that if Rachel had arrived only a
Heard of something called
minutes
sunk
later,
cost.
she might not have. Thank you, Chloe. You saved my world. It will be some time before Rachel wakes up. I promise. I'll let you know when she does.
Okay. Thanks.
That went surprisingly well. Hey, it's the Dungeon Master. That was so cool. The little D&D thing in the first episode.
Hey.
It's crazy that it's optional, too.
How's Drew?
Pretty good. Miss Amber just told me Rachel's going to be okay. I'm really glad.
Yeah.
Well, our room's just down the hall. You should come by.
Okay. Sure. Definitely. I don't think I can sit still any longer. Might as well stretch my legs while I wait for Rachel to wake up. Come on. Not that I have any coins anyway. Oh man. Jackpot.
Just shake it. She's like, fine. Oh, it's so close. There is a vending machine in my middle school that I could totally fit my arm up and grab stuff from.
Yes.
I feel really bad about it now. It's interesting how the human mind works with response to theft.
I want, like, 20 more of those.
Damn. Are these all firefighters?
Heat exhaustion and smoke insulation. Thanks, Rachel.
Mom brought so many of these home when Dad died, and not a single one described how I felt.
Bummed?
One more hour of waiting, and I would have read that.
Was it like a highlights magazine? This isn't a real doctor's office because they don't have that toy with the beads on the wires that you move around. It's like the opposite of fun, but you have no choice because there's nothing else to do. Because it's before kids had devices.
Can't believe he did that for us. I hope he's okay. Not like I can do anything about it in one way or the other. And what about Damon? Is he gonna come after us? I actually feel better knowing that James Amber is on his case. Ugh. That's weird.
Should have gone and talked to Steph. I didn't realize it had time thing.
I know those guys.
This doesn't look like the maternity wing.
There's a sign for the prenatal class.
I can't believe we're finally doing this. I'm so excited.
You're gonna be a good dad.
Guess I'm glad we stole their wine.
That's kind of a cool callback.
If I want to stay sane, I need to stay busy.
Oh, it's Mini Golf Monthly.
What's there to do around here?
Let me go talk to Steph. Maybe we can play an impromptu game of D&D in the hospital.
Is this Drew's room?
Or Drew.
All right, then. Thank you.
Hi,
Camera is strange.
Mr. North.
That's me. And you are?
I'm Chloe.
You here to see Drew?
Yeah. How are things going?
Ooh, she's trying.
You know how it is. Ups and downs. Drew's hurt, of course. But there's other things going well for us. I'm moving back into my old apartment in 2.5 hours. I don't know if you know this, but Mikey's been crashing at Drew's dorm.
Oh?
I had a bit of trouble with work. And it's all been pretty hard. Anyway, Drew managed to scrape together enough to get me back on my feet.
I'm glad things are starting to work out then.
Hold on. You said you were Chloe.
I think I recognize this guy. I'm looking it up.
I have a question maybe you can answer.
Sure.
Both of those boys have been acting a little, well, guilty lately. Yeah, I've been spending most of my time looking for work. I'm worried I missed something important. Do you know if anything's going on with them?
Can't look him up at all. You should ask Drew.
You should probably ask Drew.
I do know all the details, though.
Don't really know any details. I do know that whatever it is, they did it because they wanted to help you.
That is true.
Thanks, Chloe. They actually have helped me out. Money-wise.
Best decision in the series,
We're a
I
family,
think.
You know? We deal with things together.
I feel like a good choice-based game decision is one where you feel equally pulled in both directions. It's really hard to do. Sometimes you think you're doing it, and then 90% of your player base does the same thing. They are playing D&D.
Oh.
Nice.
Hey, Chloe.
Hey, Drew. So, what have you been doing all day?
Not much. Homework. Hanging out with my dad. Dealing with the dumb jokes about the plate in my leg.
Sorry to hear it.
It's all good.
Love the hair, by the way.
Thanks, Steph.
Pretty cool.
Thanks, Mikey. Barbarian colors, yeah.
I figured it might fit with my new barbarian look. You know, a war paint.
Awesome.
Nerds.
You're missing out, Drew.
Any news about Rachel? Her mom seemed hopeful.
Rachel's stable. She'll probably wake up soon.
How'd she get hurt?
You'll think I'm joking when I tell you, but I'm not.
What happened?
She got stabbed in the arm by Demon fucking Merrick.
Seriously? It wasn't because of me, was it?
No, she might.
No, not at all. If anything, I should have thought about what happened to you before getting Rachel involved.
That's crazy. Fuck that guy. I wish I could get my hands on him.
Drew, chill out, okay?
I'm headed out. Everything okay in here?
Yep.
Later, man.
Yeah.
Don't have too much fun now. Try to keep it appropriate for the hospital.
Bye, Dad. See ya, Pops.
Hope they're getting Drew to play too.
Maybe I shouldn't have mentioned Damon.
Whoops.
Rachel's gonna be up soon. Should probably head over when I'm ready.
Hey, that's my O2 software that I use for the heart rate monitor. I guess everyone uses the same software. All right, that's time for Life is Strange Before the Storm. We'll be back in a few minutes with Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, another walking simulator game. Be back soon. Before the Storm will return the next time it pops up on Lisa and Matt's sublog.